Welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom. This is Kumar, and today is all about time in the market. Not the time that you hold properties, but the time it takes to actually find a good investment property. And it is not uncommon now to have to renew your pre-approval once, maybe twice, to actually get to the actual good property that suits your portfolio. The reason there is a delay is that we've got several factors working against us as buyers. Now, what are those factors? The first is the advent of AI. Now, everyone puts the odd question in ChatGPT: what's the best suburb to buy in Melbourne? What's the best suburb to invest in on a budget of 800,000 in Australia? And invariably, the data points to certain clusters, and naturally more and more people start looking in that area, which becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So this is where in one of my podcasts that this is the lemming syndrome, right? So where one person goes, everyone follows, and if one falls from a cliff, so does everyone else. And that's one of the things that does take away from fundamental investing when you've got too much data, but it's actually tainted data that doesn't quite lead where it should. It doesn't take into account the normal cyclical growth of the area, more the spiky growth caused by over exuberance of buyers. Then you've got the second thing that comes into play, which is usually very common. It was common when mortgage broking started, when there was lots of new players entering in, so structures weren't done right. Now with the buyer's agency side of it, there's a lot of new buyer's agents, and you've got to start somewhere, right? But this is where they are actually learning at your expense. So if you have a buyer's agent that's new, and mind you, some of the new buyer's agents are really good, yeah, but the bulk of them may still be in a learning phase in terms of how contracts work in an area, how the area actually works, and how to interpret the data and match it to the ground truth. So when you have this new cohort coming in and they are more transactional because they're keen to prove their worth to their client, you have a lot more buyers coming in. And then you also got the third thing that's coming in is, as I'm recording this, we are barreling into the end of the year. And when that happens, people tend to want to square things away. So there's a natural exuberance of purchasing inquiries. And then to cap it all off, we've got the catalyst of the first home buyer grants and the first home buyer assist through the federal government, which is putting a lot more buyers into the market. Yet the supply is remaining the same. So obviously we're paying more and more, and there is competition. And so if you just followed only the trending areas, you're likely to get into, yes, immediate growth, but then it may crash quite significantly. And significantly in real estate terms is anywhere from 5% to 15%, right? I doubt if it'll come down 15%, but that can happen. It's not any different to how mining town booms work. And this is what's happening in most areas, is there is a pseudo mining town boom because of the over exuberance of inquiries and buyers competing for limited stock. So if you are starting to invest, or you're already in the investment journey, you need to be a lot more patient at this phase of the cycle, and understand that it will take a lot longer to get to the correct property that you're trying to buy, as opposed to just buy. And this is quite a important mindset shift, where speed is no longer the yardstick. It is the selection of the right property at the right price, which is the yardstick. That's your Wednesday Wisdom. I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll see you again next week.